I'd like to call this meeting to order, please. All rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Judy Drake. Here. Lori Hemmings.
Here.
Christine Montag.
Here.
Joseph Wetmore.
Here. Do I hear a motion to open the public hearing on proposed 2025 assessment rolls for town water, lighting, drainage, and sewer districts?
I'll move it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Joe, can you take over, please?
Yep. Anybody from the public would like to speak on this public hearing? This is about the assessment rolls for town water, lighting, and drainage districts.
Water, drainage, and lights?
Yes. Come on up to the mic.
Well, thank y'all, friends, for having me. Number one, my name is Miss Hawkins, and this is my first actual town hall meeting. I was like, nah, I want to go and see what we talking about, friends. So, look, like I said, this is my first time, so I don't really know. But what I do know is NICEAC need to lower my light bill. Friends, that is crazy. I feel like every time I look at the bill, I'm like, this can't be right. So what can we do for that?
This is not a back and forth forum, but I will tell you, this is not about the bill itself. This is about how much the town charges for a lighting district, which is covering the street lights and stuff in certain areas. And I believe on the table back there is a copy of the town budget, which shows what the lighting district rates will be. And these are things that are on the tax bill. They are not the bill that you get in the mail from NICEAG. We do. Are you done with your comments?
Oh, yes, sir, I'm sorry.
That's fine. I didn't want to rush you.
I appreciate you.
Anybody else like to speak? Have we used up our minute?
Yes.
Would anyone like to close the public hearing?
I'll move that we close the public hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Okay, item number 5, public hearing on proposed 2025 Town of Lansing assessment rolls and preliminary budget. Do I hear a motion?
I'll move it.
I'll second it.
Lori, was that you?
Yes.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Okay. Would anyone like to speak on the proposed budget for 2025? Just to double check, this is the same as what we amended 3 weeks ago, whenever our last meeting was?
With the exception of the changes that are in the packet.
Okay,
Should we review those changes for the public?
sure.
They're right on the next page. On page 4,
Thank you, Debbie.
right in the sort of 2/3 of the way down.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes, that, and then there's just the one SW 1030. Those are the only changes.
I'm looking it over and trying to follow what's been, yeah.
So the dollar amounts that were in the preliminary budget needed to be increased for the adopted budget. This is from the New York State retirement.
Okay. Yeah, you want to go ahead and explain it? Thank
It's a
you.
significant change.
Yeah.
So it's due, let me get this out. So, as the employer, we have a portion that we pay. The percentages that the New York State is asking employers to pay went up significantly. So for Tier 4, so we have members in Tier 4, 5, and 6. Tier 4, last year was 14.8%, and this year it's 17.6%. So that went up significantly. And I mean, there's a little change in the salary amount too, but that was fairly insignificant compared to the percentage that it went up. And for Tier 5, we went from 12.8% to 15.2%. And for Tier 6, 9.4% last year to 11.2% is what we have to contribute. So that's the update for that. So some of the, you'll see some of the funds went down, and that's just because of how the allocation of the people that are in the tiers in payroll and things like that. So that's why some of that went up, because we had, the way the budget was set up last year, I'm sorry, for this year, you can see that we were only allocated like $3,500 of water, and we have a lot more salary in water. So that's why that went up, and that's why DA and DB went down, because those salaries that were being charged to DA, DB really should have been charged to water. So that's why you see a couple that went down.
So I'm seeing a net increase of about $80,000?
Correct.
And where's that coming from?
That comes from these funds. It's got to come from the fund balance.
Oh, it's coming from, each of the fund balances is going to,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Do we pay the bill in December, or do we pay?
we do. It's in the, it'll be in the vouchers this time.
Are there percentages that you mentioned, is that the employer is paying a higher percentage and the state is paying a lower percentage in the pension?
So the employee contributes as well, and that's set on, based on their salary and things like that. And then the state will tell the employer what to contribute, and it's on our invoice every year. So that's what that is. Okay.
Do they generally,
And, I'm sorry, you know what the other part of this is? Because 9 months of the year, 9 months is in one year, 3 months is in the other year, just because of their calendar. So the other part of this is our estimated budget for the first 3 months of the year that is in our estimated 2026 budget, it increased again. So there's a large increase, Yeah, we're being asked to pay more, so can't be helped. I mean, it is what it is. Okay.
does the state have any requirements about what kind of notice they give us for charges like this? I mean, shouldn't we have been able to budget for this for the entire year?
I don't know if I knew enough last year to look at the projected invoice for this year, which is part of why this is probably off. But for this budget, what you're seeing here, I looked at the 2026 as well as the 2025.
Great, thank you.
So, yeah, so it should be a little closer.
Right, I wasn't, worried about what you were doing, I was just wondering whether this is something we could have known about sooner, but thank you.
Sort of.
They're just projections, and the projections on estimated salaries.
Right, and exactly. And the projection is on the same salaries that it's on right now, so they're going to change. But we don't know that until we get that later in the year. Yeah. Okay, any other questions?
And then the other change is the consolidated water district amount is the other change.
Yes.
besides the retirement system.
Yeah, and that's based on that unit charge. Yeah.
Okay, everybody's got no more questions from the board. Did we have anyone who wanted to speak at the public hearing?
Not Mary Ellen?
Mary Ellen, Ruth would like to speak to you. I was going to wait a minute, so,
We've had,
I know we have, but if Ruth's got a question for Mary Ellen, and that might change something, I want to give them a chance to talk. Ruth had an operation.
yeah, I think we all know that.
Okay.
I just wondered maybe Ruth could get into the office or something.
I don't know, I just want to make sure that this, I don't want Mary Ellen to come back in and say, whoops, I want to ask this question or point this out to the board or something like that, so I just want to wait a moment.
Can we just go double check and see if she has a question or
Okay, yeah,
everything's
thank
okay?
you. Just being careful.
Yeah.
Okay, do I have a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved. Sorry.
Lori moved it, Judy seconded it.
I thought I shouldn't have told him that until I got back up here.
From this position, I can tell who was first.
Let me get to the right page here for just a second.
Yep, take your time.
Close was Lori and Judy.
Yep. I think
All
we
in
have a,
favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Joe, we have a question from the floor?
I'll talk to you about it after the meeting. We don't normally take questions from the floor, but basically the town got a grant from the tourism department to study trails from town center down to Myers, and the town board's formally accepted the grant. Okay, let's move on to item 6, resolution approving special district budget and town budget for fiscal year 2025. Do I hear a motion to approve?
Second.
Is this a roll call one?
Yes, but usually ask if there's any discussion first.
Okay.
That's okay.
Is there any discussion on this? Okay.
Judy Drake. Lori Hemmings.
Aye.
Christine Montag.
Aye.
Joseph Wetmore.
Aye. Okay, onward to 7. Is this, are we doing these individually, or are you doing these as a block?
Individually.
Okay. Motion for the town of Lansing to accept the grant from the Tompkins County Tourism Program. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Oh, Christine, okay. Okay, the
That's not
tourism,
true.
that was Lori and Christine.
Right, any discussion?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Hey, Mikey, can you come here for a second? Can you run this off to Ruth? She might need her phone. 7B, motion authorizing bookkeeper to prepay Excelis invoice for retiree health insurance. Do I hear a motion for that?
So moved.
Second?
I'll second.
Okay. Any discussion?
All in favor?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Seven C, resolution accepting and approving execution of the 2025-2027 Highway Collective Bargaining Agreement. Do I hear a motion?
I'll move it.
Second.
Just want to take a moment to thank you all for all the time you guys put into bargaining this, and as well as the highway department people who put a lot of time into this. I know you've been working on this since
Were you
August.
the second? Lori, were you the second?
Any further discussion on this?
Just able to answer any questions. If you guys have any.
No, I think it looks like a really solid agreement. I wanted to ask Mike, always I ask him his opinion about whether he feels confident in the agreement, but, I'm sure he does. I just give
Is
him a
Mike
moment.
coming back in, Mary Ellen?
Sure he will.
Is Mike coming back in? Lori wanted to ask him a question about the highway contract.
You might ask Mike, Mike, he thought you might have questions for me, so he said.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any opinions about the highway collective bargaining agreement?
Do I have any? No, I read through it today, and, I'm, here's what it is.
Yeah, okay.
We'll wait a moment so that Mikey can come back
Sure.
and answer your question.
It's not that serious, but,
Yeah,
I understand that. I just want to be thorough here.
yeah.
yeah, I didn't know what, he might be able to speak better to it. I did call 911 to lose, so if you see the ambulance, let me know, and I'll.
Okay, I will do.
That sounds more serious.
I didn't know if you wanted that on the recording.
Sorry, Will. Oops, sorry.
Do you want to wait for Mikey?
No, we don't have, it's fine.
Okay. Any further discussion then?
Well, Mikey was part of the bargaining group
Yeah.
anyway.
I know. I always like to ask him if he feels comfortable with the arrangement. I'm sure that he does. He wouldn't have put it here if he didn't, but, it seems polite and prudent to ask. But I think we could go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Judy Drake,
Aye.
Lori Hemmings,
Aye.
Christine Montag,
Aye.
Joseph Wetmore.
Aye. Okay. Last thing is to go into executive session, and this is for,
Matters of employment?
yeah, I just can't remember which one that is and how to say it.
Personnel history of a particular person.
Okay,
Number 2.
number 2, there it is, yep.
Yeah.
Do I hear a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Aye.
This-
Or, yes.
Okay. And and then we're keeping Debbie in on this one because we need a person to keep our notes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, so you have to turn the,
Do I just press the button down?
I think so.